Today we're going to work with a formula called the difference quotient. And this formula is super important for calculus. So as we're working through this formula, keep that in mind. You're going to need to know how to use the difference quotient once you get to calculus class. The way we use a difference quotient to evaluate a function is we have to take our function that they've given us, in this case 2x plus 7, and we need to substitute an x plus h where the x is. So let's go ahead and do that first. We have a 2, and then where the x is located right here, we're going to open up a big set of parentheses, and we're going to put our x plus h in there. And then we have a minus 7. The next part of the formula is minus f of x. Well, f of x is just 2x minus 7. So we do minus parentheses 2x minus 7. All right, so now we're going to simplify, and hopefully some of the terms up here will cancel out. Let's see what happens. First, we have to distribute this 2. So we get 2x plus 2h minus 7 minus 2x plus 7. Did you see how I did that? I had to distribute this negative, and when I did, I had a negative 2x, and then a negative 7, which gave me a positive 7. So we simplified the numerator, and then we are going to simplify again. Some of these terms will cancel out. Let's look. We have a 2x here and a negative 2x. So those will just cancel out. We also have a negative 7 and a positive 7, and those will cancel out. So basically what we have remaining is just a 2h divided by h. And what happens here is the h's cancel out. And we're left with 2. So we evaluated our function using our difference quotient, and the result came out to be the number 2. Let's look at this next example. Here we have a quadratic, and this is going to be a little more complicated than the last one we did, so you need to be very careful with your algebra here and make sure you get all the parts in that you need to have. All right, so let's get started. First of all, we're going to open a parentheses and squared. That's going to be for our x squared minus 4, and then we're going to open another parentheses for our other x, and then we're going to have our plus 7. Inside the parentheses, we place our x plus h from our difference quotient. All right, now what we're going to do is we're just working on this part of our difference quotient right here. We're just working on that part of it first. All right, so here I have an x plus h squared. That's simply x plus h times x plus h. And then I can distribute this 4. Okay, be careful because this is a negative 4. So when I distribute it, I need to make sure that I distribute it completely through with its negative sign. So I'm going to get a negative 4x minus 4h. and then a plus 7 on the end. All right. The next part I'm going to do is I'm going to FOIL or box method the x plus h times x plus h. And when I do, I get x squared plus 2hx plus h squared. Then I have my minus 4x minus 4h plus 7. And now, since we've only been working with this f of x plus h piece, we now need to subtract f of x. And we know f of x is x squared minus 4x plus 7. So we're going to subtract that off the end. And we have a minus x squared minus 4x plus 7. All right, so we're going to rewrite our entire numerator. It's x squared plus 2hx plus h squared minus 4x minus 4h plus 7. And now I'm going to distribute this negative sign through the entire parentheses, minus x squared plus 4x minus 7. All right, now we're ready to combine like terms. Don't forget that all of this is still over h as part of our formula. Now we're going to go ahead and simplify this numerator. So, do I have any x squareds? Yes, I do. I have x squared and a negative x squared, so those cancel out. I don't have any other 2hx terms. I don't have any other h squared terms, but I do have a negative 4x and a positive 4x. I can cancel those. I also have a positive 7 and a negative 7 that can cancel. All right, so let's see what we have left. We have a 2hx plus h squared minus 4h, all of that over h. Now, in my numerator, all of my terms have an h. So that means that I can factor out an h. So I'm going to do that. H. What I have left is 2x plus 2x plus h minus 4, all over h. Well, these two h's right here cancel out, and what I'm left with in the end is 2x plus h minus 4. This would be the evaluation using my difference quotient.